Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Man United are reportedly in advanced talks for Raphael Varane. According to ESPN, Manchester United are close to signing Raphael Varane. Real Madrid could sell Raphael Varane for just £43 million. It says we've made Varane our transfer priority after reaching an agreement with Borussia Dortmund to sign Jadon Sancho. So there's a very good chance now that Varane is going to be our second signing of this summer transfer window. Varane wants to leave Real Madrid to come to Manchester United. Now, reports said not so long ago that Man United reached a total agreement with Real Madrid for Raphael Varane. Real Madrid believe that Varane has agreed terms with Man United. The other week, there was talks of a Paul Pogba and Raphael Varane swap deal. He said Real Madrid rejected Man United's offer to swap Pogba for Varane. There's been some reports saying that Chelsea are looking to hijack our move. PSG have also been in for Varane. Varane's current contract at Real Madrid expires next year. He refused a contract at Real Madrid. Fabrizio Romano did mention that not so long ago. Raphael Varane has been a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He's been with them, over 10 years now. He's made 360 appearances in all competitions. And he's won 18 major honours, so he's got a good pedigree as a player. Varane joined Real Madrid from Lens back in 2011. Don't forget we went in for Varane 10 years ago under the Sir Alex Ferguson era. But yeah, Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. And Varane and Harry Maguire would complement each other very well in our back line. The other week, it said we had a £50 million bid rejected for Varane because it did mention that Real Madrid were demanding £80 million. Now, just want to give you the news on Jadon Sancho. According to Sky Sports News, Borussia Dortmund have confirmed Jadon Sancho's move to Man United. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano said that Jadon Sancho to Man United is a done deal. So too did Christian Farke from Bild. Man United have agreed a £73 million fee with Borussia Dortmund for Sancho. There's £5 million in add-ons. So in total it's £78 million. The medical is pending. Sancho will undergo his medical with Manchester United after the Euros. And he said we are set to finalise the personal terms. Jadon Sancho has agreed a 5-year contract with Manchester United. There's an option of a further 12 months. Sancho said he wants to wear the number 7 shirt, and I think Man United are giving him the number 7 shirt. But yeah, Jadon Sancho is a very, very good signing for Man United because he'll fit in our team perfectly. You know, he'll assure his goals. He's good at creating chances. And he's got a very good friendship with Marcus Rashford. That's beneficial. You know, Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho do touch base with each other a lot. As you all know, before Sancho to Man United was a done deal, Marcus Rashford denied confirming Sancho's move to Man United because the other night it said Marcus Rashford appeared to confirm Sancho's move to Man United, but Rashford said he'd been hacked and he deleted the post. And Sancho's still young, he's got a lot of development in him. So yeah, he is our first signing of this summer transfer window. I think Solskjaer wants to make around 3 or 4 more signings now. Borussia Dortmund did make it clear, didn't they, that they wanted Sancho's future resolved before they begin their pre-season tour on the 23rd of July. Sancho to Man United last summer was extremely close. The reason we didn't get him last summer is because we was reluctant to meet Borussia Dortmund's 108 million valuation and was only willing to pay so much up front. Dortmund set a deadline last year. They said we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We missed out on that deadline, so Sancho did remain at Dortmund. But at long last, the Jadon Sancho transfer saga has come to a conclusion. It was a long-running transfer saga. We must have been in for Sancho for like the last 2.5 years. But I knew there was always something in Sancho to Man United because it was stemming from reliable journalists. You know, Fabrizio Romano spoke a lot about it, and Christian Falk from Bild did. Jadon Sancho endured 4 years with Borussia Dortmund. He scored 50 goals in 137 appearances. That's impressive. He did have a contract with Dortmund till 2023, and Dortmund paid just £7 million for him from Man City back in 2017. The reason he left Manchester City in 2017 is because he didn't get assured any first team opportunities. Dortmund have identified the replacement for Sancho. They've been looking at Daniel Malen from PSV. Obviously, there's a lot of rumours about Cristiano Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United. He says we have made a contract offer. George Mendes is set for a Cristiano Ronaldo transfer meeting. Ronaldo will decide on his future soon because obviously Portugal are no longer in the Euros. Romano recently gave us an update on Ronaldo. He said Ronaldo's not negotiating a new contract with Juventus. And he has a big decision to make this summer. Reports from Italy said the other week that Man United offered Cristiano Ronaldo a 2-year contract, and obviously there has been talks of a Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba swap deal. I think Juventus are looking to save 75 million by letting Cristiano Ronaldo go. Manchester United are interested in Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich if Paul Pogba leaves the club. But I don't think there's anything in Leon Goretzka to Manchester United because he's willing to extend his stay at Bayern Munich. I don't think Bayern Munich have got any intentions of selling him. Leon Goretzka has been at Bayern Munich for 4 seasons. He's made 112 appearances. He's predominantly a box-to-box midfielder, but he can also be deployed as a defensive midfielder and a right winger. Goretzka's 26 years of age, so he is in his prime. Before Bayern Munich, he was at Schalke, and before then, he was at Bochum. I'm expecting Manchester United to enjoy a very, very good summer transfer window. And we've had a good start to this summer transfer window. I got Sancho on the board. Like I mentioned, Raphael Varane is close. I am very, very convinced that Solskjaer is going to get all the players he wants to recommend in. This summer transfer window is Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. Our board did say that they'll back Solskjaer with summer signings and a new 3-year contract, despite the Europa League final loss to Villarreal last season. And Joe Glazer obviously promised Manchester United supporters that Solskjaer would get the funds that are available. Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June, his first attendance in 15, 16 years. Before the summer transfer window opened, it said Solskjaer had been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. I think with Varane and Sancho, we can challenge for the Premier League title next season. Solskjaer said he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window. And he's obviously said that he wants to strengthen up in 4 positions because Ollie already decided on his transfer targets. We're obviously going to offload players in this summer transfer window. So reflecting on that, we'll generate money and it'll help us with our rebuilding process. Next season will be massive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I think he is aware of that. Next season will be Solskjaer's 3rd full season, because at the moment he's endured 2 full seasons. Despite us getting Jadon Sancho in and, despite us being close to getting Raphael Varane, it doesn't change my perception on Solskjaer. I still don't think he is the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. But Ollie does deserve next season. These United fans that are Ollie in, there's also United fans that are Ollie out, especially with that loss against Villarreal in the Europa League final last season. But I'd say next season, Solskjaer's got to win a trophy at Manchester United if he is to remain Man United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017. That's 4 years ago now. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Solskjaer has been in charge of Manchester United for 30 months now, which is over 2 years. He's been permanent Manchester United manager for around 27 months. Ole has under a year left on the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. You know, the reason Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager is because he's a club legend. That's what's basically saved him. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been Manchester United manager now. You know, reflecting how long Solskjaer's been at the club, though, he has gained some managerial experience and he has learnt quite a bit on the job. You know, we appointed Solskjaer in December 2018. And when Solskjaer got appointed in as Man United manager, he knew he had a lot to do. And he knew it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the culture of the club. And you know what? There's things I've got to credit Solskjaer for. When he got appointed in as Man United manager, he assured everybody would get their chances to express themselves, including the young players, and more or less everybody's been given their chances. I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth, so I've got to credit him for that. I think he has made good signings as Manchester United manager. He's spent over, £300 million now. He must have brought a good 14, 15 players in. Solskjaer's brought academy players in as well. In the summer of 2019, he brought Daniel James, Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. In January 2020, he brought Bruno Fernandes in and Odin Igalo on loan. In the summer of 2020, he brought Donny van der Beek in, Edison Cavani, Alex Telles, Amad Diallo, Traore and Facundo Palestre. Last summer we got 4 of those players on deadline day, and in this summer transfer window, obviously we brought Jadon Sancho in. Obviously, it's not official yet until obviously he's had his medical. We brought Tom Heaton in as well on a free transfer from Villa, and we are now closing in on the signing of Raphael Varane. Solskjaer's got rid of a lot of the dead wood since he's come in as well. In January, we saw Jesse Lingard go out on loan to West Ham. He did very, very well whilst he was out on loan with West Ham. Lingard could be staying with us now, though. You know, Lingard demanded regular game time, and not so long ago, Lingard told Solskjaer in a meeting that he wants to stay at Man United, and Man United have offered Lingard a new 3-year contract worth £130,000 a week. West Ham are struggling to meet Lingard's £25 million asking price. We let Igalo go in January. We loaned Tiedemann Mengi out. We let Marcus Rojo go. We let Timothy Fosu-Mensah go as well. We loaned Diego Dalot out. We loaned Andres Pereira out. And in the other transfer window Solskjaer's enjoyed, a lot of other players have left. You know, Young left the club, Valencia left the club, Smalling left the club, Darmian left the club, Herrera left the club, Fellaini left the club. I think Fellaini was he the first player to leave under the Solskjaer era. Sanchez left the club, Lukaku left the club, Angel Gomez left the club. We recently released Sergio Romero and Joel Pereira. We loaned Dylan Levitt out at one point. We loaned James Garner out. We loaned Dishan Bernard out, didn't we, as well? We loaned Tahith Chong out. So, there you go. In Solskjaer's first full season, he got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish. In Solskjaer's second full season, he got us a 2nd place finish. He got us to the Europa League final. Last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League. last season got us to the EFL Cup semi-final, also got us to the FA Cup quarter-final. So, they are the things I've got to credit him for. I've also got my concerns about Ollie as well. Obviously, the Glazers, they've been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. Obviously, United fans have been demanding them out. A lot of United fans were protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. The Glazers have been at Man United for 16 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Woodward, he's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. We know Woodward is resigning at the end of the year, because earlier on this year it got announced that he resigned. I presume all United fans were happy with the news regarding Woodward. Woodward's had a 16-year association with Man United. But it's just good, that we're seeing consistency under Ollie in certain aspects. Ollie is our best manager since Ferguson, like I've said before. I have criticised Solskjaer a lot though during his managerial tenure at Man United, but obviously had my reasons behind it.
Quarter, that lens will bring you up at 10.
I know.
Yeah, keep your phone loud so you can hear it.
But Ollie's our fourth permanent manager since Ferguson, isn't he? The three managers we've sacked since Ferguson was David Moyes. We sacked him after 10 months. He's the worst manager we've ever had. We finished 7th under David Moyes here. That's the lowest we've finished in the Premier League here. We sacked Van Gaal after 2 years, despite him winning the FA Cup. And we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years, despite him winning the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield, and getting his second place finish in his first season. So you can say Mourinho enjoyed one good season at Man United. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. We've won 20 titles. 13 of them are Premier League titles. Solskjaer obviously wants to win the title with Man United next season. We've only won 4 trophies since Ferguson retired, so that just indicates how inconsistent, we have been for so long. In recent years, we've overpaid for players, and our recruitment was poor for such a long time. In that aspect, though, the blame stems from the board. The players that could leave Man United in this summer transfer window is Anthony Martial. There's a good chance that we're going to offload Donny van der Beek. I'm not too sure about Juan Mata, because Juan Mata's preference now is to remain with the club. Yeah. Juan Mata's current contract has expired. That was at midnight, wasn't it? Pogba could still leave in this summer transfer window, but I hope he stays for next season. Matic, he could leave in this summer transfer window. Brandon Williams, I think there's a good chance we'll loan him out. We could offload Phil Jones. It looks like Tuanzebe is going. Diego Dalot's leaving. Andres Pereira, I think we'll get rid of him permanently. Alex Telles, we could offload him in this summer transfer window as well. So there you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.